That is why in the first letter to the Corinthians, there in chapter 2, when he begins to preach, let's read that quickly. It says in verse 2, first letter to the Corinthians, chapter 2, verse 2, "For I decided to know nothing among you except Jesus Christ and him crucified." It says it also in chapter 15, verse 19. He says, "If in this life only we have hope in Christ, we are of all men most miserable." If in this life you have your eyes placed on Jesus of Nazareth in the days of his flesh, we are the most worthy of pity. That's why verse 20 says, "But now Christ has risen from the dead and has become the first fruit of those that slept." This is the work of growing in grace, to present Jesus Christ risen, to present him after the cross, not before. If the faith, you've based your faith on the baby Jesus, the child Jesus, the one they put that statue there so you can kiss its feet, in the Christ that's hanging on a cross in a sign of defeat, that isn't the correct Christ. That is a false Christ. That is why the Apostle Paul says, if someone preaches another Jesus, there is only one Jesus, the one that was risen, because the one that died, we no longer know in that form, says Paul. So then he says in that verse, and he says, "Or if you receive another spirit," the topic is divided in this way: another Jesus, another spirit, another gospel. This is what the deceit of the false workers is based on, and the false apostles. It says, repeating verse 4, let's read it again. "For if someone comes and proclaims another Jesus than the one we proclaimed," and which one was the one that Paul preached? The one that was risen after the cross. "Or if you receive another spirit from the one you received," another spirit.